Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Wulandari and you can call me Julia. I am from the University of Lampung, program study in Public Administration, Faculty of Social and Political Science. On this occasion, I will present the importance of improving information service to the public in the digital age. Here, I will explain the importance of information service, especially during the current COVID-19 pandemic, and also regarding the adaptation of the digital world in it. Public service is one of the fulfillment of the needs and interests of the community that must be carried out by the government as the organizer of state life. Public service have many types, one of which is service in the form of information which are also important in the life of the nation and state, under the regulation that become the legal guidelines for the Republic of Indonesia. Indonesia has regulation regarding information service to the public by the government, namely Law Number 14 of 2008 concerning information disclosure to the public. The regulation discusses the importance of public information disclosure in the form of information service because this is the right of everyone to obtain information. Then, it is also the government's obligation to provide information quickly, on time, at low cost, simply, and accurately. Currently, we are facing a very fast flow of globalization in which the development of science and technology is so common in the ears of the world community, especially in the development of technology that is more easily accessed and used by humans. The internet as a link to the digital world is now widely used, starting from daily life to government levels. In government, the use of the digital world or the internet is known as e-governance. In the country, Indonesia has made efforts to do this from the past until now so that the governance runs better and is easily accessible to the public. One of the efforts of the e-governance concept is digital information service, namely the delivery of information in the form of voice, video, and data as well as referring to the interactivity of individuals which is currently rife with the government Indonesia. This digital information service is carried out by the statutory regulation. Invitation regarding information disclosure to the public. Through the digital world, information can be accessed easily by the public. That is, it can be done anywhere and anytime via a smartphone, laptop, or other. Besides, that the costs are not much. These things the government must continue to strive for so that the government space in Indonesia is getting better. With this digital concept, information service can be said to be carrying out a public reform which is the desire of the community as an increase in the quality of public service provided to meet the needs and interests of the public. Bureaucratic reform is a change from the previous situation to a better condition. Bureaucratic reform is an important thing that must be done by the government considering that the government environment can change along with changing time. The existing change make the government able to adapt to new things and what is being experienced at this time. This is related to a shift in the old administrative paradigm, namely OPA, NPM, and PS towards the good governance paradigm. Good governance is a new administrative paradigm. This paradigm is present as an improvement of the existing paradigm if an outline of the concept of this paradigm is to prioritize collaboration between the governments as state administrators and the private sector as the owner of certain authorities and with the community as service recipients. In digital-based information service, this reflects efforts to achieve good governance, where through the digital world, such as the web or application that are trending among the community, the government can communicate with the public and respond more quickly to people's aspiration. A public communication that will be carried out will be easier and faster so that people can provide criticism or opinions in response. Besides, This reflects the principle of transparency and participation that exists in the concept of good governance. From the aforementioned explanation, it is evident that an increased information service is indeed necessary as an effort to change the Indonesian government and state for a better direction. At this time, the world is experiencing a pandemic that is so devastating in a time that can be said to be faced, and also has a wide enough impact so that the government takes a social distancing policy as an effort to deal with this COVID-19 pandemic. However, in implementing policy due to the current pandemic, people and everyone have limitations in their activities. So the term online in various kinds of activities is very trendy nowadays. For example, information service through the digital world are very much needed during the current pandemic. The public's need for information about the COVID-19 virus, starting from prevention of handling that is new to everyone, as well as information about government efforts and also about life in the new era or new normal. The government can use the website or social media account that is currently trending as an accurate government channel to communicate to the public in providing information service. The website can be created by local governments either in the province of districts or cities or even in ministries such as the Ministry of Communication and Informatics, which is their field. Besides, the government can follow the current trend of social media applications such as Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, which are often used by the public. With the existence of social media accounts or official government website, the public can more easily access and guarantee the truth of the information as prevention of fake news or hoax in the community. Such as on the Instagram search menu, 2 top accounts can be accessed by the public regarding COVID-19. Besides that, in several other applications such as YouTube, there are also certain signs that indicate the video content is related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Trending topics. This word is now often heard, where the news that gets the most attention or takes the first position is happening. This can be done by the government to be used as a campaign, especially it will be very useful during the current pandemic, such as the use of hashtag di rumah aja, which will be very helpful during the current pandemic so that people comply with social distancing policies. This digital-based information service can provide pandemic information to the public accurately from the government if this will have a big impact where with transparency. Public trust in the government will be well established and willing to work together in solving this pandemic problem. The use of digital makes it very easy for people to access, especially the millennial generation, who mostly rarely read newspaper or watch the news on television today. Even the mass media was the main source of information and communication power. In the current digital era, there has been a shift in mass media towards digital media or social media. The importance of fast and accurate information service during a pandemic like this is a public need that must be met. If more and more people know about the pandemic and the COVID-19 virus, the handling efforts will be maximally carried out. In addition, with quality information service, the government and the public will certainly have a good communication relationship, so that if there are deficiencies in the policies taken by the government in handling a pandemic, the government will immediately respond to this. Digital media as an alternative to information service efforts is now very commonly used by public. Points to find out information from the government more quickly because access is easy to use and also does not need to pay high cost. Information, facts, data are urgently needed by the public for the creation of a better life. These are very visible during the current pandemic.